Good evening and welcome to a very special edition of previously unseen clips from this series of Would I Lie to You. Joining David Mitchell tonight, Dermot O'Leary, Kirsty Young, Stephen Mangan, Sarah Milliken, Richard Osman, Izzy Sooty, Greg Rutherford, Joan Bakewell, Jason Manford, Susan Cowman, Mel Gedroich and John Richardson. And joining Lee Mack tonight, Warwick Davis, Josh Widdicombe, David Harewood, Matt Dawson, Carol Kirkwood, Bob Mortimer, Paul Hollywood, Joanna Scanlon, David O'Doherty, Charles Dance and Doc Wan. And so to round one, Home Truths, where our panellists each read out a statement from the card in front of them. To make things harder, they've never seen the card before, so they've no idea what they'll be faced with. And it's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. That Charles is first up.
Whenever I answer the house phone and it's someone I don't wish to speak to, I take a message and pretend I am my fictional handyman, Sean.
David.
So do you answer in Sean's voice all the time? So that in case it's someone you don't want to speak to?
I leave a pause and wait for the person on the other end to say hello.
You answer the phone with silence?
And I can usually tell by the hello whether it's somebody I wish to speak to. And if I'm not in the mood to speak to anybody, you know, I say, no, I'm sorry, Charles isn't home now. Try calling back later, you know.
What part of Scotland is Sean from?
It's in the west side of Belfast.
Charles, if you don't want to speak to anyone at all, why pick up the phone?
Well, it's a kind of obsessive thing, you know, it's the insecurity that actors have, you know. You think, oh, my God, it might be a job, you know, I just...
Well, let's give it a try. I'll ring you, OK?
Yeah.
OK.
Has he not bought a telephone since 1983?
Hello? Hello? Charles? Hello?
Hey, no, this is not Charles. Charles isn't home now at the moment, but if you'd like to leave your number, I'll get him to call you back when he's back, yeah?
Charles, are you ill? Charles, I'm calling for an ambulance now. It's all right. Get in the recovery position. Oh, God, I'm on my way. So, what are you thinking, Stephen Mangan?
I can't see that. Who picks up the phone and doesn't say hello? It's an innate human instinct, isn't it? You can't pick up the phone and go...
I know, I'm Sean.
Izzy, what do you think?
I don't think you just pick up the phone and not say anything. The person might be able to hear you breathing. It all gets a bit creepy.
So which way are you going to go with this, David?
I think we don't think it's true.
You think it's a lie? Yeah. OK, Charles, truth or lie?
I'm afraid it's a lie.
Joan Bakewell, it's your turn.
Once, when I spotted an ex-boyfriend in a department store, I pretended to be a shop mannequin to avoid having to speak to him.
Lee?
Well, I know what I want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, no, it's probably different. Sorry. You want to see the mannequin thing? Oh, right. Oh, yeah, whatever. Do that, but then we'll do mine, yeah?
I would like to see the mannequin impression.
Well, it was in the department where they used to sell a lot of fabrics, and they used to have mannequins draped in just swathes of cloth. So I grabbed a swathe of fabric and just dragged it across my shoulder, and it was full length.
Where was this? Well, we haven't said where it was.
It was in Dickens and Jones on Regent Street.
Oh, lovely.
And when was this?
Oh, it's a long time ago, early in the 60s.
Surely you weren't old enough to shop on your own in the early 60s, Joe?
So gallant.
No, I'm kidding, I believe you.
I've said sorry to mannequins before now, in the department stores.
Yeah, but what were you doing to them?
Yeah.
What do you think, Lee? Is it the truth?
Warwick, what do you think? Do you think there's...
I think she's telling the truth.
Really? Do you think...
The thing for me is, if you're within 6 or 8 foot of an X and you don't recognise it because you're static, it just seems...
I wouldn't know. I've never been allowed within 8 feet of my own. Go on, then. I say it's a lie.
OK, they're saying it's a lie. Joan, was it the truth or was it a lie?
It's a lie.
Dermot, you're next.
I sometimes move bowls and plates from the bottom to the top of the pile so they don't feel left out.
Lee?
How much time have you got on your hands?
Is this system only for the plates and the bowls, nothing else?
It's for the side plates, big plates, and your regular bowls. So, for example, if the 4 have gone in the dishwasher and there's, say, 2 left, I like those 2 guys to be first up next time, which I do understand attributes some kind of personality to an inanimate object.
That's why they put you on David's side.
How many bowls are there?
It works with all crockery.
Wouldn't work with egg cups, though, would it? Because you couldn't really stack them in the same way.
No.
But that's a good question. Would the egg cups at the back be brought to the front?
We only have 2, so they get used pretty regularly. They're pretty happy.
How about if you only had 2 plates?
Dermot can't have 2 plates.
Thank you, Rob.
Imagine the sort of dinner parties he has. Imagine who's coming to those dinner parties. Cowell, Walliams, McPartlin, Donnelly.
And they're using the egg cups as bowls.
When was the last time, if you can remember, that you actually thought it's time for a change? Let's move these fellas out of the way. Let's bring these guys up. How recently was that?
Oh, last week.
Really?
Last week, yeah. There was 1 single plate there, and I thought, when did that guy last get used? I'm thinking at least a fortnight. He's got to go to the top.
Dermot, how do you keep track of how many pills and tablets you're meant to take in any one day? Do you have a system, or does your carer really oversee all of that?
What does your wife think?
Weirdly, I only told her about it a couple of weeks ago.
Are you worried that your wife's doing the same thing? And
what?
So...
Very good, yeah. That's a good point.
Dermot, you call them guys. Are there no lady plates, lady bowls?
No, I mean, that's a catch-all term. Some bowls have a femininity about them, yeah. But no, they're sort of omnisex.
Oh, OK.
I don't mind being called guys.
Well, you're only one. You're a guy,
yeah?
It's a very middle-class thing, I think, calling... parents would call their children guys. That always makes you want to vomit. Yeah. You guys want to help with the washing up?
Oh, yeah.
The worst one is, come on, guys, let's do the washing up. And they go, you're not my real dad.
Well, there we are. Lee, what do you think? Do Dermot's words have the ring of truth about them?
Josh? I think so.
Matt Dawson, which way are you leaning?
Lie.
So, Lee, you have to have the casting vote.
We're going to say that it is, in fact, true.
You're saying true. Dermot O'Leary, were you telling us the truth, or were you telling a lie?
I was telling you...
the truth. Yeah. Oh, well done. Give it that. It's David O'Doherty.
I looked after a neighbour's pet for 5 days before I realised it was dead.
David Mitchell and team, what do you think?
OK, what was the species of pet?
His name was Charlie. So initially I thought he was going to be a spaniel at the very least. And then it turned out that he was a stick insect.
Right. Stick insects, I mean, I'm not an expert, David, don't require a huge amount of high maintenance upkeep. What was your role meant to be?
Step 1, greenhouse, eucalyptus, into the cage.
Eucalyptus?
Eucalyptus.
Wasn't a koala bear.
Step 2, water squishy gun. Squish, squish, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So you drowned it?
And because I felt that he might be a bit unhappy, I would take him out into the garden for this. And when the wind blew, he had little aerials, and they, you know what I mean, just like a stick insect. So I thought he was alive.
Oh, so the wind gave you the impression that it was moving?
I'm alive. I'm dead. Alive. That's how you'd know.
What's the spraying for?
To simulate the monsoon environment that...
They come from a part of the world where there's a regular daily 25-second monsoon.
Yeah.
I think if I'd taken him out, then obviously I would have seen that...
Out of what?
The cage.
Right.
Cage.
So you can maybe say cage.
He was in a tight met. You're supposed to be on my team.
I know that's what they're thinking. So I'm trying to help them on by going, what, you mean that thing that little sticks could get through a cage?
Good question. It's a very tight mesh.
Let's call it a glass cage or a tank.
No, because no, they couldn't breathe then.
No, you don't have a lid on it. You have a. Oh, actually, no. Good. I was going to say you have a
will
mesh.
You stop designing hutches for stick insects?
So how did you eventually know that he was dead?
I was putting in the eucalyptus and removing yesterday's eucalyptus, and he was...
Who'd been eating yesterday's eucalyptus?
No, it was... I just take it out, and he was like this, OK? And then when I took it out, it brushed past him, and he just reacted like this. And you know...
Yeah.
That's a fair description.
So what are you thinking, David? Is that truthful, or has he made it all up?
I don't think it's true, because I think stick insects sort of live in gangs and aren't as he describes them.
Gangs?
What's the collective noun for lots of stick insects?
Trees.
Do you two think it's true? Because I'm very happy to defer.
It has the ring of truth to it.
I would go for... I'll say false.
Susan says lie. Richard?
I say true.
You say true. David?
Well, I think it's a lie, so...
You think it's a lie? You're saying it's a lie. OK, fair enough. David, they think you're telling a lie. Were you telling a lie, or were you telling the truth?
This is a 100% trustworthy face, and it was telling the absolute truth.
Oh.
Sorry.
It's David Mitchell.
I once got stuck in a cave for an hour after getting the hood of my cagoule caught on a stalactite in a way I couldn't untwizzle.
Right, caves and stalactites. Lee Mack's team.
Well, the bit that we definitely believe about that story is cagoule.
Cagoule.
Yeah. We're not doubting cagoule.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And when in the last 3 weeks did this happen?
This happened when I was a boy, a child, a human
child.
What cave was it?
It was somewhere in France.
Ah, holiday?
Yes.
Deliberate ploy by parents to get rid of you? Give him the baggy cagoule and find a stalactite, then run.
You were in there for an hour?
Yeah, I was caught on the stalactite.
For an hour?
For an hour,
Just
yeah.
remind me again, stalactites go down, right?
Stalactites hang down.
Hang down.
Stalagmites go up. And the easy way to remember it is that stalactites have a C in them. Stalactite, C for ceiling.
Yeah.
Stalagmites have a G, G for ground.
No, it's the stalactites come down, isn't it? Your tights
But
come down.
tights go up as well.
No, they don't. Not when I'm around.
How did you eventually escape?
My dad came and released me.
So you're with your family on this trip?
Well, they were sort of...
It took them an hour to find you. I would have thought, if I'd have lost you and you'd have been my child, it would have been 6 or 7 days.
So what are you thinking, Lee? Could this be true?
What do you think?
I'm going to go for a lie.
You think it's a lie? Bob?
Lie for me, Lee.
Lie.
Lie. David?
It's a lie.
Yes. Joanna, you're next.
I used to vet potential boyfriends by getting them to play me at darts. I could tell more about them in one game than I could on 10 dates.
David?
So, what was it about their darts playing that told you things about their personality?
Stance. It's the sort of liquidity of the way they stand in that position.
The liquidity?
But was this linked to, you thought, their character or their physical prowess, if I can put it that way?
It's character. It was all about the character.
Well, here's the thing, because one of our panellists is quite accomplished at darts.
Oh, yeah.
It's Lee. So, Lee, would you demonstrate?
Yes.
And then we could ask Joanna to analyse and come to her own conclusions.
You're good at darts.
I've been known to do double tops. I think you know what I'm saying. So what I tend to do is I tend to go like this. That's the line. And I will take my dart.
Where's the board, sorry?
That's a good question. That's what I was thinking. That's the first thing I'd do is I'd go, hang on, there's no board. Because I know what I'm doing. And then I would take the dart. I will lean forward with all the weight on the right leg, keeping it straight, of course. I'm not an idiot. If I raise the hand, the little finger, note the little finger is in the air. It's weight. If I put it down, I will fall to the left. I have to ballast myself with the finger out. And I'd go like that. Might give a cheeky wiggle of the bottom to the lady watching. And then... Oh, he's only got an 880 again. I'm going to collect the things. I'm so proud, I'll probably moonwalk to the board. Oh, Christ. I didn't know about that. Usually, ockies are straight. And then I would grab the darts like that. And go, they're for you, princess. That's how I roll.
Now then, you've seen a fulsome display. So what judgments, what conclusions would you have come to about Lee from that?
You all saw it. There's evidence there of the kind of... It's about a certain sort of flow.
Yes.
And I think Lee gives quite a good impression of being a bit of a moron.
It's true, he does. He does.
But what I think that belies is the fact that underneath it he is a bit of a kind old softy.
Yay!
Yay! And that's kind of what I'm looking for.
So, David, what do you think?
Kirsty, what do you think?
I would tend to think it's true.
Greg?
Yeah, I sort of think the same.
Can I say I'm sort of 70%? I'm not 100%.
So what percent are you?
50.
You're 50?
Well, the thing is, it could be either, that's the thing.
Well, I
know! True. True. OK, so, Joanna, truth or lie?
In fact, it is a lie.
It's Gok.
Right. I always use 2 toothbrushes to brush my teeth, one for the top set, one for the bottom.
David's team.
I believe it.
Can I just check? When you say one for the bottom?
How do you tell the two apart?
Different colours, one pink and one blue. Always pink up top, always blue down below.
Just talk us through it. So
Right.
you're in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
OK, so I'm in the bathroom, I have my shower, I fully body moisturise.
I can vouch for all of this.
And then I go to brush my... And it's quite a big ritual for me, because when I was younger, I was bullied by the way that I look, you see, so...
I think it's fair to say, Gok, you weren't bullied by the way you look, were you?
Because of the way I looked. Yes,
so
absolutely.
It's an important distinction.
Yeah, absolutely.
Otherwise, you're being bullied by a concept, aren't you?
This is true. Thanks for pointing that out. I'm feeling slightly bullied again. Thank you very much indeed.
Well, you can see how it started, can't you?
So, as I was saying, I was bullied, and one of the big reasons was because of my big teeth and my big smile. And so I was always very, very aware of how big my mouth is.
Why are you looking at Stephen, Rob?
Well, I thought they might have met at a support group.
Too anonymous.
What are we talking about?
What do you think?
Izzy?
I think this is definitely true.
He's very plausible in his chat, but I can't see someone doing that.
I'm going to say lie.
OK, so, Gok, truth or lie?
Was a lie.
Richard Osman, you're next.
When I was a child, I created a superhero called Snooker Table Man. He had 3 key skills and 1 mortal enemy.
Lee, let's start with the obvious. Who's the mortal enemy of Snooker Table Man?
Vampire Ray.
It
was based loosely around Ray Reardon.
Ray Reardon?
What were his 3 skills, Richard?
A lot of his skills didn't have an awful lot to do with snooker, I'll be honest with you. He took on the form of a snooker table, because then he could get...
Whoa. What? Just one question to clarify, what the hell are you talking about?
snooker table man he would take on the form of a snooker table in the same way that the TARDIS would take on the form of a phone box. It's not crazy. And he would be able to go into the houses of very rich and successful and famous people.
It's not like the
spy on
TARDIS, is it?
them.
The TARDIS is the vehicle that the superhero, for want of a better word, travels round in.
Yeah.
If you're snooker table man and there's a child trapped in a building, they go, what are we going to do? Don't worry, it's snooker table man. And then you turn into a snooker table and you go, now what? I go, that's all I can do.
So what was his purpose? What did he do?
His purpose was to go into the houses of very rich people who were trying to, for various reasons, take over the world. And he would... Firstly, he would report back on them, because he had wireless transistors in the pockets.
Whoa. So he would... So he would go into the houses of very, very rich people...
Admit that is a good disguise if you want to get into...
No, it's a terrible disguise. It's a terrible disguise unless the person in question has ordered a snooker table. Otherwise, they'll go, it's the worst disguise in the world. They'll go, the hell did that come from?
You think any rich person, if they were given a delivery of a snooker table, wouldn't go, oh, lovely, snooker table?
Yes, they would.
Yeah.
But you didn't say you were given delivery. You said you suddenly appeared in an empty room.
No, I didn't. What do you mean? What, transport?
So you knock on the door and you go, hello, I'm here to give you a snooker table.
You are...
That was it. That was your...
Now you're making it sound ridiculous.
How did he move around?
He didn't move around. That's the beauty of it.
People moved around in. That's snooker tables.
You know what? I won't tell the rest of the story if you're going to mock me.
What are the other powers you haven't told us about?
Yeah. Well, I've given you the two. And the third
what was
one
the second one?
Transistors in pockets.
The transistors, yeah. The ability to transmit information.
Who two?
And two... Who do you think, if we're trying to save the world, who do you think he's transmitting to?
Steve Davis.
Firstly, me.
What was your third power, then?
The third power was exploding balls.
And how would he use his exploding balls? In what situation would he want his balls to explode?
Finally, a sensible question. If I've received enough information that the person whose home this snooker table is in is up to no good, is up to nefarious activities.
Yes.
OK? The next time they're playing a game of snooker, I can then make those balls explode at will.
If you were playing this game in Wales, you wouldn't call it snooker.
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 Yeah, snooker.
Because we don't like the oo sound. It's the same with tooth. We'd say tooth.
Yeah, and likewise, we don't like the Welsh.
Lee, what are you thinking?
I think it's a big fat lie.
You think it's a lie?
I mean, I think he's a large man. He's like a snooker table.
I'm not 12 foot by 6 foot, you know that.
I think I'm going to say that was a lie.
You think it's a lie? OK, Richard, was it the truth or was it a lie?
It was a lie.
It's John Richardson.
When I was a child, I was told to stop stalking a clown.
Why were you stalking a clown?
Because I liked him.
How old were you, John?
9.
What was the name of the clown?
Dozy David.
Dozy David?
He was opening a shopping centre where I grew up, and I saw what I believed was genuine magic.
What did he do?
He did card tricks, and he juggled, and he did jokes, made animals from balloons.
What was the nature of your stalking? Physically following him or phoning him? Or?
It was on the phone.
How did you get his number?
Because I asked for his autograph and he gave me his card.
What, Dozy Dave?
I thought for a minute then you were going to say, give me your autograph, and included his number. So talk us through then what happens. You leave it a day or two, do you?
I left it a day or two because I didn't want to look.
Classy.
You know.
Give him a chance to get home in his car that keeps falling apart. So what did you do? Talk us through the first conversation.
Well, no, that's the thing. He never answered his phone. So I used to leave messages. Hey, David, it's Johnny here from Lancaster. Just wondering if you're coming back and doing any shows, or give us a ring, we'll see what happens. He never rang back, so I had to ring him again, didn't I?
All right. And how long did this go on for?
Well, a few weeks.
How many times in those few weeks did you ring him?
I would imagine it was something like every other day.
And was it the same messages, or was it getting steadily more menacing? Were you going, now listen here, Dozy Dave. if you don't call me back.
I know where you live. I've got your address on the card.
I've got your number.
Yeah. I'll come round your house.
I know where you keep your balloons. If you don't call me,
I'll get a bucket of confetti and I'll throw it right in your face and you think it's water.
And what's worse than that?
Just watching you.
Yeah, what's worse, I'm going to come round and mend your car.
Did this carry on long enough that the message in your voice was getting deeper and deeper, wasn't it?
Now listen here. This has been 23 years.
How'd you make a poodle out of a balloon?
How did it end then, John?
It ended very upsettingly when his wife or girlfriend answered the phone and said, "David says will you stop calling the house?"
Oh, this is a heartbreaking story. Lee, what do you think? Could that tale of woe be true?
I think it fits this character profile. Sweet. I think it's probably true.
So is it, David?
I think it's true.
True?
For me.
Okay, we'll say
You all think it's true. John, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
I was telling a truth.
Lee, how do you know Ian?
This is Ian. He is my supermarket delivery driver who accidentally got... I can't remember.
I just want you to know this is absolutely true. But they do insist that we say it exactly the way it happened.
So here we go.
Right. This is David. No, what's your name?
Lee, perhaps you'd like to explain how you know Ian.
Never met him. This is Ian. Right.
This is Ian.
This is Ian. Listen, I think it's fair to say the opposition have got it down to 50-50.
So, Lee, how do you know Ian?
This is Ian. Ian, do me a favour, could you sellotape that to your face? Right. This is Ian. He is the supermarket delivery driver who accidentally trapped me in the back of his van and drove me to his next drop-off point.
Right. And finally, David, what is Lee to you? Not Lee, sorry. Good evening and welcome to a very special edition of previously unseen clips from this series of Would I Lie to You? Joining Lee Mack tonight, Alex Jones, Jim Carter, Bob Mortimer, Miranda Hart, Alexander Armstrong, Kate Humble, Miles Jupp, Diane Parrish, Dr. Christine Jessen, Armando Iannucci and Claire Balding. And joining David Mitchell tonight, Jack Whitehall, Richard Madeley, Gabby Logan, Greg Davis, Richard Osman, Mel Gedroich, Andy Hamilton, Chris Tarrant, Richard Bacon and Dale Winton. And so we begin with round one. It's Home Truths, where our panellists each read out a statement from the card in front of them. To make things harder, they've never seen the card before, so they've got no idea what they'll be faced with. It's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. And, Richard, you are first up.
My family don't have a swear jar. We have a bore jar. Whenever a Madeley says something dull, they have to stick a quid in it.
Blimey, have you got a change machine at home?
What do you think, Lee? The Madeley bore jar. Could it be true?
Well, yeah, we'll go with true. OK, are all the family members included in this?
It's a compulsory family scheme, yeah.
OK, and who would you say... We know the answer, but we'll ask it anyway. who would you say has given the most to the jar?
Well, me, obviously.
You've given the most.
Yeah.
And what do you do with the money?
Well, I keep it.
You keep it?
Yeah, it's my system and it's my jar. And
it's your money.
It's mostly my money, so I tend to keep it.
So basically, it's a jar full of money that you've put in, that you take all the money out and keep. That is so boring. Get a quid in it. Is it only family, mate? If I came to your house and was just my usual self, would I have to start overloading it?
Well, I mean, for example, if you came in and started talking about not going out, obviously you'd have to put a quid in.
Ooh. Trust me, if I was in your house, I wouldn't be talking about not going out.
The last time you put up... not poor Jack or Chloe or long-suffering Judy. The last time that you put £1 in that jar, what was it for?
I was reading something about fiscal policy out of the Financial Times, and Judy said after about 3 seconds, jar.
Maybe she was agreeing with you in German. What do you think, Lee Mack?
Miles, I think this is true.
Do you?
Yeah, but I find Richard intrinsically believable.
So you think Richard's telling the truth, Kate?
I think it's complete rubbish.
You think it's a lie?
Yeah.
I'm going to say not true.
You're going to say it's a lie. Richard, are you telling the truth or are you telling a lie?
Well, I'm afraid the answer is deeply boring. I lied.
Bob, you're next.
I have a didgeridoo suspended from a tree in my back garden so that when the wind blows in a particular direction, it pops soothing sounds of the outback into my bedroom window.
David's team, what do you think?
Pops soothing sounds of the...
Yes.
What a poetic way of putting it.
Thank you.
Do you genuinely believe that that particular instrument makes a pop?
How would you describe it, Greg?
And
how soothed do you feel?
Right, well, stop popping.
I get this every night in my house, please.
Where is it, Bob? It's in a tree?
Yeah.
And you made a conscious decision to put it in the tree?
Yeah.
I thought you said it was hanging from a tree.
What it is it's trapped in a V. Is there a name for that area of a tree? Is it called the Clooney or something?
It's called...
Actually, George Clooney's holding a didgeridoo at Madrid. It's gone.
Why don't you believe this?
This part of your finger there is called the Clooney.
Is it?
So I'm assuming...
I never knew
That's why I said Clooney. I know it's Clooney. Where and it's wedged there.
It's wedged in the tree's V.
Yes, it's wedged horizontally in the tree's V, facing southeast, which is the prevailing wind where I live.
Where do you live? Not Britain.
Britain.
No, the prevailing wind in Britain is southwesterly.
It doesn't happen every night.
So tell us what this sound does for you, then. You're lying in bed at night and you had a lovely day, you're just settling down, you hear... And then what happens to you?
I'm soothed. And the mind is soothed. Do you know you get things that will do the same thing to, say, your throat?
Yes.
It does it to the mind.
What if your brain's fine? You don't want to hear that every time it's windy.
You're always soothing your brain. That's what sleep is.
Hence the success of the pillow.
Yeah.
Just say though, Bob, I've been led to believe by out-of-work hippies over the years that the didgeridoo is an incredibly difficult instrument to play, and yet it would appear that all one has to do is to pass air through it.
No, you have to position it correctly, just as you would have to over your mouth. I've done that by utilising the Clooney. Tree.
You're using the
for
Clooney
example,
tree as human lips. You get any kind of noise out of a didgeridoo. The Clooney, which it doesn't exist, on Bob's tree, would have to be flesh-like, because an Aboriginal doesn't just go... because it's not just wind, they use their lips.
Very good point. Very good point. Just coming up this time of year, I admit it's a lot better. In fact, I have a wisteria that grows through the didgeridoo.
Of course.
And when the wisteria comes into leaf, not only does it pipe the wind towards the didgeridoo, but it acts as the lips.
It's long been said that if the wind blows in the right direction through wisteria, it can play any instrument in the world.
It's time to decide, David.
OK, we need to make a guess.
What are you going to say?
I think it's a lie.
Of course it's a lie.
We think it's a lie.
I think it's a lie. Well, Bob, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
I was lying.
Christian, you're next.
For a prank, I once set a friend's legs in plaster casts while he slept.
David Mitchell's team.
Do you get to take those kinds of materials home with you then when you're at medical school or when you're...
We're not supposed to.
Right. Were you at medical
But
school?
we do. This would have been...
Did you say, was he at medical school?
At the time.
Oh, right.
I
thought you were accusing him.
Christian, why did you play this prank on your friend?
Because he'd got blind drunk, as only medical students can do.
And he was drunk as you were putting the plaster cast on him?
He'd actually passed out by that stage.
Right.
He was sleeping.
Could you get struck off for this?
No.
Oh, right.
Anyone?
Presumably, you had to have a plan, didn't you? You didn't just happen to chance upon the plaster casting equipment.
We decided we were going to plaster him from his ankles all the way up to his hips, with his legs apart like that.
And you never woke up the whole time you're touching him, and presumably right the way up to the top of his groin.
Have you ever drunk 19 pints of cider?
Yes.
All right.
Did you first take his trousers down?
We did, yeah.
Oh, the humiliation.
Did you take his underpants off as well?
No, we left the undies on.
And you said we. Who were the accomplices here?
I had mates that were involved.
Right,
Name them.
Matthew, Mark.
Luke and John.
Is that the gospel now, or are you making this up? Gospel.
And of course,
How did you miss that? I said, is that the gospel?
Yeah, I know, yeah. No, I didn't miss it. Right.
And when he woke up, what was his reaction?
He thought he'd had a stroke.
Because he couldn't
move his legs.
That's very bad self-diagnosis.
David, what are you thinking?
Andy?
I think the medical student thing, knowing how their minds work, I think it might be true.
And you're edging towards?
I did think it was a lie, and now I think it might be true.
OK, we'll say it's true.
So it's true. All right. Dr. Christian, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
It is true.
Xander, you're next.
Last year, I was amused to discover that in one weekend, I'd had a curry with Andy Murray, been bowling with J.K. Rowling, and attended an odd party with Todd Carty.
David, what do you think?
Oh, what a weekend that was. What was odd about the party?
Where do I begin? The first indication that it was an odd party, there were chicken wings that were brought around, for example, that everybody dived on. And it was only when we'd eaten most of the plate when someone went, and then this is still quite red. And we all noticed that actually nothing had really been cooked at all. So we were all dicing with salmonella. There was a husband and wife there who had the most enormous row. It was a very odd.
So a row and disappointing food.
Yes, disappointing.
This is a normal party.
I'm fascinated with the bowling with rolling. Was it the sort of bowling which ladies of a certain age in white do in parks?
No.
Or was it 10 pin, 3 fingers in the old...
10 pin, 3 fingers, yes.
10 pin and 3 fingers. Did you have to change from your normal shoes
You bet.
into the red, white and blue sort of comedy bowling shoes?
No, we had purple shoes. This was the livery of this rather chic
posh.
bowling place.
It was a posh.
Where was the
chic bowling place?
The chic bowling place is in London's Bayswater.
Oh, I've been there.
Yeah.
Are the shoes purple?
Oh, that's where J.K. Rowling goes.
Yeah, the rolling alley.
What's Let's cut back to Murray and Curry.
We were in this rather large curry house in Milton Keynes.
Why were you in Milton Keynes in a large curry house
Exactly.
with
Andy Murray?
Yeah.
Exactly.
It was a charity event. After which we repaired to a sort of mini Taj Mahal building in Milton Keynes. At another table, though, 3 people who'd been sitting there for quite a long time we hadn't noticed, eventually we spotted were Andy Murray, Mrs. Murray, and someone who I can only imagine was his agent. And we, after a little while, obviously felt we'd better go and tell him he was Andy Murray.
So you went and
talked to him? Well, only to tell him he was Andy Murray.
So what are you going to say, David? Is this true?
Duck, you see. What do you think, Chris?
Well, he's just got a little shifty little face, hasn't he?
So you think basically it's a lie?
I think basically it's a lie.
You know, Xander's a man about town. He's quite hello. You know, I can imagine him in the I can imagine him in the purple bowling shoes and the the Andy Murray. I can imagine that. At a party with uncooked chicken wings and Todd Carty, I don't know.
I think it's probably a lie.
You're saying it's a lie. Xander, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
Well, it is, in fact, a lie.
No! It's David.
Once a week, I love to eat a full English breakfast, but can only do so if I'm entirely stripped to the waist.
Lee's team, what do you think?
Once a week, you say?
Yeah.
Any particular day of the week?
At the weekend, usually a Saturday or a Sunday.
Do you know what the weekend is, David?
Do you cook it? Do you cook it in that state of undress, or do you get undressed once it's cooked?
I get undressed once it's cooked. There's a limit to the amount of undressing. I take my top off.
Boxers or...
No, it's...
I think it's waist up, I think.
That's the... Yes.
Waist up,
It would be odd if he had a breakfast... From the waist down, he's stripped naked. That would be odd if you went round to his house and said, thank you, David, for the sausage and beef. We're not done yet.
Yeah. No, that's...
Get them off!
I'm not even going to ask why.
I'm about to ask.
Oh, good.
What on God's earth function does taking your top off play in this breakfast?
In many ways, I've lost a lot of self-respect.
You have.
And sometimes I like to wallow in that.
In that case, we think it's true.
I do find there's a certain amount of splatter involved in the eating of a full
Is this
English.
getting sexual?
Not from my point of view.
Is this on your own, or would someone join you?
More usually on my own, but I wouldn't...
Would you like someone to join you?
I don't think so, really.
I'm not offering.
Can I ask you a question? Gabby, do you like a fried breakfast?
David, is this... Sorry. Is this for practical reasons? As you say, just to stop the splashing, or is it a lovely sense of liberation?
I think it's partly practical, partly, yes, of course, you feel closer to nature.
So what are you thinking, Lee? What are you going to say? Is he telling the truth here?
Christy, what do you think? Do you eat with your clothes on?
I do.
You don't strip off for any reason to do with eating?
No, not really.
Do you think he does?
Having got to know David during the course of this evening, I rather suspect he does.
Diane, do you...
No, I do not. No.
No, I was going to
sorry.
say, do you believe... I was going to say, do you believe it? I wasn't taking the opportunity to go, do you have fries? Do you want to come round my house? Will you take the top off? I wasn't going to say that.
No,
I was
of
thinking
course
it.
not.
I was absolutely thinking that. I've never said it out loud, but now you've brought it up. Do you want to come round on Sunday? I've got burnt-out potato waffles. Do you think David is telling the truth, or do you...
I think he's telling the truth.
I think David's a well-brought-up, educated chap.
Yes,
He'd never
no,
do anything
never.
quite so stupid.
But
So it's
the
not
bow
true.
tie.
It's not true.
I'm on lie now. Yeah.
OK, we have to go with lie, then.
You're going to say lie. David, truth or lie?
Please don't be true.
It is a lie.
Thank you.
Next, it's Jim.
After being knocked unconscious by a frisbee for 3 days, I could only speak in a thick Scottish accent.
David's team.
Bit harsh, that. Just because you're Scottish doesn't mean you're thick, does it?
So what was the occasion of being hit by the frisbee?
I was playing with my daughter and her friends and sort of playing frisbee, you know, with a bunch of people, and this young lad just let it go, and it just caught me right on the side of the head.
Did he pass out first?
Well, no. Well, I don't know really. I went sort of strange and I had to sit down, but I don't think I physically.
So you sat down, feeling a bit dizzy. You sat down, and at some point someone asked how you feeling, and you found yourself answering.
I think I said, "I'll tack the high road, and you tack the low road," and that was.
Was it just the voice, or for the next 3 days did you not eat lettuce and loathe the English as well?
No.
Some of us do eat lettuce.
Yeah. In fact, I went up to the accident and emergency, and somebody there, when they met me, and was convinced by my wife, who took me there, that I wasn't Scottish, tried to calm me down and said, "It will go away."
Your wife needs to be there to persuade, just to say, "Sorry, he's not really Scottish," because they get a lot of people who aren't just Scottish but want to be cured.
Frisbees are dangerous things. I took my son out, my older son, when he was about 5 or 6, to a field area, and I said, stand there, we are going to enjoy the frisbee. So he stood over there.
I wish you were my dad.
And what I hadn't told him was that he was meant to catch the frisbee. So he stood there full of the trust of a trusting son like that. And I did a great throw. You know when you straighten the arm, so it goes, and it went, shh. And he looked at it with a lovely, innocent face, and it went, bang! And blood went, psst. And the shock on his face that his father had done this to him. He said, "What the hell have you done, you idiot?" So what are you thinking, David?
Well, totally true.
Well, this is my concern. Jim has very reasonably been reticent about doing a Scottish accent in this bit of the game. Yeah. I suspect, and maybe I'm wrong, and Jim can prove me wrong, or otherwise, but I don't think that he necessarily does a very convincing Scottish accent.
Jim Carter can't do a Scottish accent?
Well, because lots of people can't do various accents. Lots of very good actors can't do certain accents. And I think it would be unlikely that the accent you'd get, if concussed, would be one that you couldn't previously do.
Disagree with that entirely.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, get your own team.
Just give us a little taste of this voice, if you can use the great use your tool, your great actor's tool,
yes,
to give us a little bit of this voice.
I don't feel very well. I think I'm a bit woozy.
That's lovely, isn't it? It's Radio 4, it's Saturday afternoon, it's a play. All right, so David, truth or lie, what are you going to say?
What do you think?
I think it's true.
You think it's true?
I'll take the hit.
I think it might be true.
Well, OK, I think we're going to say it's true, then.
Jim Carter, were you telling the truth or were you lying?
I was telling a lie.
Next. It's Lee.
I got stuck for half an hour in a men's toilet because I couldn't find the door.
So where was this men's toilet?
Next to the ladies.
Were you on your own?
Yes.
Where was
Apart from somebody singing some Wham song, I don't know who he was.
And where was this ladies' toilet that it was next to?
It was in the place I worked at, which was bingo hall.
And so presumably you managed to find the door on the way in?
No.
Without being facetious.
Right, I didn't do that.
You found the door. You found the door on the way in.
I did find the door on the way in.
You took a number 1, number 2?
No, I walked. I didn't get a bus.
You've popped into the toilet.
Yes.
It doesn't really matter what you'd gone to do.
Well, I think what does matter is whether or not he'd gone into a cubicle or was just approaching a urinal.
Yes, that's a good question.
And how long it took you. Right. Given you just walked through the door that then you couldn't find.
Walked in the door, I went to the urinal.
Yeah.
The door closed, and then I'm now stuck in that toilet for half an hour.
Why was it that you couldn't find the door once it had closed?
Because I went in, and it was late at night, and the building had started to shut down, and so I went in, and just as I got to the urinal, the last bit of the door closes, and it's now as pitch black as you can possibly imagine. The other bit of the story I've not mentioned is that I was absolutely hammered, and so I started getting a bit confused. I went back to what I thought was the middle of the room. I'm drunk, but now I've lost all bearings. And so I felt
I really wish this was on infrared somewhere.
There was a guy with a video camera, the Wham guy. Eventually, a door opened, because someone came looking for me, and as the door opened, I realised I'd lost my bearings so much that every time I'd gone round, I'd missed the door.
I think that this is true.
You think it's true?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think it's where he worked, and I think there's going to be some light bleeding around the door, isn't it?
Do you think you don't think it's true?
No, but if you both do.
It's definitely unlikely, but all the things are unlikely.
You think it's unlikely?
Unlikely. I don't know. I just think it's true, and I think it's well told if it isn't.
All right, so it's true. Yeah. OK. Lee, truth or lie?
It is, in fact, true.
Claire Balding.
To win a bet, I presented a 3-minute piece to camera live from Royal Ascot in a full-length evening gown with Willie Carson concealed beneath my skirts.
For people that aren't sure, here's a picture. There we are.
Whose idea was the bet?
The director. We've come off air. I put on the long ball gown. Willie waits. He stands on a box when he's presenting with me normally, obviously to fit under my skirts. He didn't. In fact, he knelt, and he was quiet as a mouse. He was very good.
No one said it yet. I wanted to say it.
What? Sorry, what did she say?
I wanted to say there was a willy under her skirt.
Now it's out there.
I'd like to request someone more mature on my team.
I mean, I know Willie Carson is not a burly man.
No, he's...
But I would still think... that must be quite a substantial dress.
It was a very... You know, like, as you sometimes get in costume dramas, it didn't have the hoops, but it had a very full skirt.
But how did he get in, though? Were you stood there? Did you go,
stood.
Come on, Willie?
He crawled along on the ground and then knelt under there. And it's a 3-minute piece, so the first 2 minutes was absolutely fine, and on I went and rattled on about normal racing stuff. And then he started to giggle, and that's what gave it away. But because we got 2 of the 3 minutes, the bet was won.
Recreate the piece to camera.
OK, so I stand there and I say hello and welcome to Royal Ascot. We've had a stunning first day here with a win for Frankie Dettori. We saw his flying dismount, and then this first squeak then from Willie. He goes, because he's got a very high laugh, and I'd, like, smacked him, and so...
Is this like Channel 4 have got the horse race?
Right, David, what do you think?
What do you think, Dale?
Do you know, I'm really beginning to believe that she'd have done it for a prank.
I think it was an excellent acting performance, but I believe it to be a lie.
Oh, you see, now I have to make a decision. I think it's a lie.
You think it's a lie?
That's that's
OK.
Yeah.
Claire, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
I was telling it was a lie.
It's me. I recently had to be rescued by supermarket staff after I fell into the chest freezer trying to reach the last packet of Yorkshire puddings.
So you've fallen in.
Yes.
Talk us through the next bit.
But imagine, right? Imagine that this is the freezer, OK?
Yeah.
So I am here, and I'm looking around. There's nobody, so I just...
yes.
Oh, OK.
I'm going like that, and I'm going like that, and I'm going, and I'm in, and I'm like that, and I picked my hand on the kind of sharp inner edge.
Right.
And I went, and first of all I went, ah, and people.
So you just stay lying down?
Well, I was shocked, Lee. And as I looked, my little head peeped up over the top, and some Welsh people, because it was Cardiff, came over and said, "Are you all right?" So, and they kind of, you know, I could have got out, but they sort of helped me up, and, you know, I think they were worried I was going to make a claim.
Were you tempted to stay in there until someone came to get something? So you go,
So what do you think?
The bit of the story I don't think is true is the bit when he started talking. But to the point when he just stopped talking then. It's the fact that he sort of went, ooh, look at my hand, I can't get up, I'm not brave.
Well, that's not strictly what I said. I said I would looked at my hand with shock, and then somebody ran over straight away.
I don't think it would take that long for attention to be... There would have been a sort of kind of noise, and people would have looked around and noticed that the small man who'd previously been there had somehow disappeared. And they'd naturally have wondered where he may have gone to.
I think it's true.
Yeah, I think it's true.
Because it's quite a humiliating story, and I don't see why you'd tell it unless it was true.
The format of the show. I don't see why you'd tell it if it wasn't true. Andy, I really think you've been missing something this evening. So, David, what are you saying, given what Poirot has said here?
I think we think it's true.
You think it's true?
Yeah.
You think it's a lie? Well, I can tell you it is... a lie. Well, that's all we've got time for on this special edition of Would I Lie to You. Thank you for watching. Good night. Welcome to a very special edition of previously unseen clips from this series of Would I Lie to You. On David Mitchell's team tonight, Mackenzie Crook, Frank Skinner, Catherine Parkinson, Dara O'Brien, Lorraine Kelly, Bill Oddie, David O'Doherty, Rebecca Front and Jack Whitehall. And on Lee Mack's team tonight, Miranda Hart, Rod Gilbert, Nick Hewer, Sarah Milliken, Louis Spence, Bill Turnbull, Victoria Cohen, Barry Cryer and Sue Perkins. And so to Home Truths, where our panellists each read out a statement from the card in front of them to make things harder. They've never seen the card before and they've got no idea what they'll be faced with. It's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. And Mackenzie, you're up first.
When I won the Pirates of the Caribbean Sandcastle competition, Keith Richards was so angry he stamped on my drawbridge and threw Johnny Depp's bucket in the sea.
This is delicious. Lee, what do you think?
The competition was what, at the end of the filming of the whole thing, or...?
It wasn't at the end, it was during one of the films. I think it was the second one we were...
Right. Yeah. Why was Keith Richards there?
Keith Richards played...
Why was Keith Richards there?
Oh, was he in it?
Do you go to the cinema?
I don't really watch TV or go to cinemas. I'm struggling to recognise anyone round here.
Imagine how we feel. I thought the Chuckle Brothers had split up. Do you have any connection with popular culture?
None whatsoever. Big fan of yours, though.
Oh, don't applaud it.
So your sandcastle, why was your sandcastle so good?
I'm just particularly good at making sand castles, sand sculptures. It's one of my... Some people say it's a superpower.
Well, it isn't really, is it?
No, it's not really.
A burning building! There's a child trap! Don't worry, I'll make a dolphin.
Keith Richards made a sandcastle.
I think he'd attempted one. He wasn't in the best of health.
If Keith Richards hadn't had a proper go at the sandcastle because he didn't really care, why was he so angry that you'd won?
I think because I'd trumped Johnny Depp and they're very good friends and...
No, he threw Johnny Depp's bucket in the sea.
He was just furious.
He didn't know whose bucket it was. He went so mental he threw somebody's bucket without knowing whose it was.
Can you describe Keith Richards' sandcastle?
It was basically a mound.
Did he try to snort it?
And what beach was this?
This was on a beach in St Vincent in the Grenadines.
Was it a completely empty beach? There was nobody playing on it?
We were on...
Sandcastle Beach?
We were on... Like,
Sorry, can I just interrupt? If there's a beach with Johnny Depp and Keith Richards making sandcastles, it's not an empty beach anymore. That's going to attract tourists.
I doubt they were having to film amongst holidaymakers. I've not seen Pirates of the Caribbean families, you know, carrying kids into the sea. And Captain Jack Sparrow. Sorry, mind you go there, kiddie. Put factor 24 on there.
How far out was the sea from where you were making the sandcastles?
Gosh, 50 yards?
And how... no, what, and Richards made it all the way down to the sea with Depp's bucket?
I reckon he ran 10 of those yards and lobbed the rest.
He lobbed a plastic bucket 40 yards?
I think you've heard enough. What do you reckon? Is he telling the truth?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Do you think he did it? You think it's a lie?
No.
I think he did it.
So you think he did? Do you think the story is true in basic?
I think the story is true in its base form.
Right. Well, that's pretty much what we need.
That's the game, yeah.
So come on then, Lee. Truth or lie?
I'm going to go with Rod and say it's true.
You say it's true. OK, Mackenzie Crook, star of Pirates of the Caribbean. Is it the truth or is it a lie?
It is a lie.
Yes, it's a big, big lie. Mackenzie didn't upset Keith Richards by winning the Pirates of the Caribbean Sandcastle competition. The cast actually used to pass time on the set by drinking lots of beer and then urinating their name into the sand. A competition that was amazingly won by Keira Knightley. Miranda, you're next. Off you go.
Last year, whilst house-sitting for friends, I had to shout for help for 2 hours when I got stuck in their children's Wendy house.
Anyway, what do you think of that?
Right, so where was the Wendy house?
In their garden.
Was there bait in the Wendy house?
There was pink and I had to have it. No, I actually thought this looks fun. I'm going to go and have a little look.
You were supposed to be looking after the children?
No, I was house-sitting.
Oh, you're house-sitting,
yes.
right.
The Wendy house specifically, or the actual house?
The actual house.
The actual house. What was it made of?
Wooden structure.
It was a shed. A wooden structure in a garden is called a shed, not a Wendy.
It was smaller than a shed. It was a little house made of wood.
So it looks very inviting. You open a little door, crawl in, then what happens?
Then I shut the door and think, oh, this will be fun.
Right.
I know I'm going across a bit weird now. I go to the little door, and there's one of those latchy things, which doesn't work. And then, so I think, well, I'll just push it. And you see, it got stuck to the concrete on the bottom.
Right.
And I could not push it.
Well, that's quite sad.
So it was...
You're like a very posh Chilean miner.
So what? So you shouted for 2 hours?
Yeah.
What did you shout?
Help me!
I think she shouted. Recipes?
Who saved you in the end?
The neighbours.
And how did they manage to open the door?
They got a little saw and sawed around the latchy bit.
How? It's an episode of Tom and Jerry.
How do you do that? How do you get a saw in there?
It was one of those ones.
Jigsaw.
Yeah,
it's a jigsaw.
Okay. So it has a thing that initially penetrates and then cuts laterally.
There is...
Jigsaw. Have you ever thought of advertising for B&Q? You'd be the perfect voice. Are you looking for something that does that and then penetrates laterally? B&Q.
Which way are you leaning on this?
So
are we leaning towards a lie?
Yeah, but I slightly wanted to be true because I think it's a funny image of Miranda being stuck screaming in a Wendy house.
I'm not buying it, I'm afraid.
Let's say it's a lie.
You're saying it's a lie. OK, Miranda, truth or lie?
It is a lie.
Bill, you're up next.
I have drunk rum from a human skull.
David Steve, what do you think?
That must have been a dark moment.
I was in Haiti.
Right.
And I was working and the opportunity presented itself.
I don't think we need to ask any more then. opportunity present itself?
I was attending a voodoo ceremony in the middle of the night.
Right.
Best time for a voodoo ceremony. Those 10 o'clock brunch ones are rubbish.
Are you covering the...
Was this work-related?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, work-related, yes it was, yes.
Where was it held?
In Haiti.
Where specifically?
Where they practice voodoo.
Yeah, in a conference centre?
It was out in the countryside.
Right.
In a little shed thing.
Right.
And they passed around this skull.
Yeah.
It wasn't the whole skull that was full, it was the top had come off. They poured rum in it, and then they all took a drink from it, and they asked me to drink from it as well.
Oh. How did you know that this sort of grey...
How did I know it was a skull?
Yeah.
Someone told me afterwards. I thought it was a coconut at the time.
Right.
Did it have hair on the... Did it have hair coming out of it?
What? Like a coconut. Like a coconut. He said he thought it was a coconut. There are two hard, round things that have hair on them, human heads and coconuts. That's the point.
Not the skull. The skull doesn't have bloody hair on it.
I think it's possible I've seen hair on a pork scratching. It gets passed round, you take a sip from the weird grey saucer, it gets passed on, the voodoo ceremony ends, you head back. Who tapped you on the shoulder and went, I'll tell you what you just drank out of, mate?
Was it the bloke with his brain showing?
No. I was there actually to do an interview with a zombie.
Right. You met the zombie? Yes. When you say zombie,
yes.
What do you mean?
Oh, he's a zombie.
Well, a zombie is somebody in the hinterland between life and death, you idiot. Evidently wasn't that.
Don't just say your hosting position is getting a bit aggressive.
A zombie, Bill?
They said he was a zombie.
Oh, right.
They brought him in and they said, now you can do an interview with him.
But that's not right.
Did you mic the zombie?
So what are you thinking, David? Is Bill telling the truth or is he lying to us? What do you think?
Catherine, what do you think?
I think it's so mental and ludicrous. I don't think it's true.
Insane. I'm going to say that is not true.
In which case we're going to say we think it's a lie.
You think it's a lie? OK, Bill Turnbull. Truth or lie?
What did you say? Insane, ludicrous, and true.
Rebecca.
Right. OK. I have vomited in Cliff Richard's hedge.
Now, can I just be very clear about this? I don't know about you, but I'm terrible with euphemisms. Was it his front hedge or his back hedge?
Please, Lee.
It was a hedge
inside a Wendy house.
The pavement. The front.
Where is this house?
I think it was Surrey.
You think how drunk were you?
No, I was very, very young at the time. This kind of explains the vomiting.
How old are you?
I think I was about 5 or 6.
How did you know it was Cliff Richard's house?
Yeah.
Because
He came out and said congratulations.
I had been taken to see this house because it was Cliff Richard's house.
Oh, you were taken as like a day out?
Yeah, because I was a big fan at the time.
Was it a revulsion or something you had eaten?
Car sickness.
Car sickness?
Yeah.
What was the plan when you were getting there?
It was a drive-by, almost.
A drive-by puking. Drive-by puking.
By vomit.
Presumably there was a lot of other vomit in the hedge. It was sort of matted with the vomit of admirers.
Was Cliff in the house going, oh. What's I'm doing Cliff Richard.
You never want to say the phrase, I'm doing Cliff Richard. Never say that. Especially if you're doing that with your hands.
So, what do we think, Lee?
OK, well, shall we say truth, Nick?
I think so. It's a dismal little story.
You know what? Can I just say, you really should have your own chat show.
So, Lee, you are saying that it's true, yeah?
We'll say it's true.
You say it's true. OK, Rebecca Front, is it true or is it a lie?
It is true.
Yes! Rebecca did once vomit in Cliff Richard's hedge. Cliff, on the other hand, has never been made to feel nauseous by a bush of any kind. Sarah Milliken, you're next.
I once ruined a christening party when I was overheard calling the baby ugly on a baby monitor.
David.
So the baby monitor, presumably, is by the baby.
Yes.
So most of the party is in, let's call it room A.
Okay.
And the baby...
How big is your house?
Is...
Room Z.
We'd never speak of room Z. The baby is in room B, very appropriately in room B.
B for baby, yes.
So you're looking over the baby.
It just, looked like a Winston Churchill, like they all do when they're born, just little and sort of fat. So I just,
What did you say?
I just said, wasn't very pretty.
What sort of monitor was it, Sarah? Was it an audio monitor? Because we recently invested in a video and audio monitor, and if there are any young parents like myself out there, then then I would recommend getting the video because you can see them as it's lovely.
No, nobody's got...
Isn't that lovely image, Rob's wife, putting him in the cot like that?
It gives her peace of mind. She knows I'm safe.
I went on holiday with a couple, and they had a walkie-talkie on the dinner table in the evening, and they said, I said, what is that? They said, we use this as a baby monitor because they've got a much better range.
But don't the
than a
babies
baby monitor.
wouldn't the baby have to press it down to talk into it?
Yeah, it sort of went... over.
David, what's it going to be, truth or lie?
I would say that saying that basically what you were saying is, oh, babies all look the same to me, they look sort of baby-like, I don't find them that pretty. Yes. That's not that rude a thing to say. Saying specifically that baby is hideous, what with its third eye and everything.
That wouldn't have been shocking because everybody else would have noticed the third eye as well.
Yeah, but they might have tried to be nice about it and say, oh, what a lovely extra feature. Frank?
Well, I sort of believe it.
No, it's easily done. I think we think it's true then.
You think it's true?
Yeah.
Sarah, were you telling the truth?
It is a lie.
Nick, you're next.
Possession.
Ah, right. There's a box. If you just pick that up, bring it up to the desk there. And would you read this? There's a card in there. I'd like you to read the card first and then reach back in and take out the possession.
Right, OK. This is a hat from my hat collection. I wear one whenever I throw a dinner party.
OK, now take out the possession, the hat.
Please be a fez.
Wow, let's see.
There we are, how's that?
Wow.
You should wear that in the boardroom. That would be terrifying.
Right, just pop it down there. So, David's team, what do you think?
What sort of hat is that, Nick?
That hat is the hat of a Kazakhstan border guard.
Can we have a look at it?
Yes.
Lee,
Well,
it's a hat.
Oh, yes, it's his hat, isn't it?
I would love to see you wearing that hat, David.
Well, I'd be very proud to wear it. It's a bit small for me.
Very fetching, though.
Would you like to tell us how you came by this?
Yes. I happened to be dawdling my way through Kazakhstan. And on my way out of Kazakhstan, I thought it would be sad to leave that great country without a souvenir.
Did this belong to a border guard? Did you...
I'm going to let that one pass.
Is that what you said as you walked through?
Are you implying that you stole it?
I'm not really. I'm pleading the fifth on that one.
Now, can you tell me something about your hat parties?
Yes.
What happens at these hat parties?
Wherever I go, I try and pick up a national hat. So I have one from Kyrgyzstan,
from Mongolia, from Kazakhstan, from Russia.
So you have a whole assortment of ridiculous
I
military
keep them on
hats.
a beam on my house, and we have all the different hats up there. And when dinner parties get rowdy, we put our hats on.
Wow.
I want to get to that part.
Yeah. Is everyone allowed to wear these hats, or is it just you and...
No, everybody's got to pick their hats, and then sometimes during dinner we change them around.
Wild. How do you swap the hats around? Like keys in a bowl sort of thing?
No, you just... Oh, may I have a go with yours?
I think it's very much like the keys in the bowl.
David, I'd like you to take a guess now, please.
I think this is true.
You think it's true? OK. Nick, is it true or is it a lie? True. And here's a picture of Nick in another of his favourite hats. Isn't that nice? Yes, it's true. That is a hat from Nick's hat collection that he wears at dinner parties. At one of Nick's dinner parties ended up in a food fight. Margaret Mountford got a face full of sugar, and when Lady Sugar found out, she started a food fight. Catherine, you're up next.
Me and my husband have a fake laugh that we do at parties to signal when it's time to leave.
Oh, fantastic.
Lee, fake laughs, what do you know about those?
Well, I know she's been doing it quite a lot tonight. To go. That's nice. Do that again.
Is that it? What about just saying, "Can we leave now, darling?"
Can we leave now, darling?
So just put us through this scenario then. You're both having the same conversation at a party with somebody else.
And when one of us wants to go home, we will just laugh in a certain way.
And does your husband do the same laugh as you, or has he got his own version?
No, he's got his own version. His voice is deeper than mine.
Same thing, but deeper?
Yes.
Like, for instance?
Do his laugh.
It's sort of...
Give me your laugh again, because I didn't quite hear it.
Okay.
This is Catherine's laugh.
Yeah.
Now the husband's laugh?
Well, I'm not so good at doing that, which, you know...
Do the husband's laugh.
I feel like you're mocking me.
No, I'm threatening you. And your laugh again? His laugh? Okay.
What was your laugh like again? And his laugh? When's the last time you did it?
Yes.
I think we did it about 2 weeks ago at...
Who are you talking to?
This...
I'll say on
This might be
television.
Is it a television person? Is it someone famous?
No,
Well, still, but it's just... No, it's not someone famous, it's someone who loves being insulted on television.
So, Lee, let's go for a guess.
Should we say it's true? Is that what we're saying?
I think that, but I'm going with you.
You're trusting me, aren't you?
I'll trust you.
Trust.
I don't know why, but I will.
Go on, true?
You're saying true. OK. Catherine, truth or lie?
It is, in fact, a lie.
Oh!
Yes, it's a lie. Catherine and her husband don't have a fake laugh that they do at parties to signal when it's time to leave. When they're bored stiff at a party, they say, "Thanks for having us, Rob, but we'd better make a move." Bill?
It's a possession.
There's a little box under your desk. If you'd bring that up, please. Take the possession out for us, and then read the card for us, please.
This is my conversation book. In it... I've written a list of topics that I refer to should I ever run out of things to talk about.
How do you, without seeming weird, consult the book in the middle of this foundering conversation? Like that.
Like that? You've hardly noticed. Have you thought about draft-proofing your house recently?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
Is that one of your subjects? To sort of enliven the conversation?
Is that genuinely in the book?
No, to be honest...
Let me see.
To be honest, this bit could be good.
This is a very special book to me.
We promise we'll take good care of the book. Right, let's have a look. OK. Home insulation tips is indeed the first thing. Interest rates. Very low,
They may be going up.
Yeah, they may be going up, but not on this programme. Are the Cotswolds overrated? Are the Cotswolds overrated?
See? It's interesting,
It is
isn't it?
interesting. Rugby? 3 question marks after rugby.
Do you not know much about rugby? Is that why you were a bit worried about
I'm just not sure. Sometimes it doesn't really work as a topic.
So-
and I'm not sure how
Not with
well it
women.
would go with you, Catherine.
Well,
talking
quite a
about
few of those won't go very well with me, if I'm honest with you.
Seriously, when was the last time you thought about draft-proofing your... where do you stand?
What do you call it? Is there a name like the governor? I'll just ask the governor. Something like that.
Oh, yeah. You call it the Euston-off. I'll just consult Euston-off. Rugby?
Let's write some unexpected ones in it. Boobs!
So, Archbishop, what do you think about boobs? Oh, my God! I said boobs!
Right, David, come on.
Well, I don't think it's true.
I think it is true. I mean, look, you went to all the effort of doing it.
Well, someone did. Well, you think it's true and you think it's a lie. Is that right?
Yeah.
Decide.
I think it's a lie. My instinct is it's a lie.
It's a lie.
Yeah.
OK, Bill, truth or lie?
I'm immensely relieved to tell you that it is, in fact, a lie.
It's a lie. It's not Bill's conversation book that he refers to if he ever runs out of things to talk about. In fact, if Bill ever finds himself short of things to say, he just throws to Carol Kirkwood for a roundup of the weather. It's me. For 1 week, I appeared in a Dear Deirdre photo casebook in the Sun newspaper. Both teams are able to probe me. Although I'd be happiest if it was Lorraine.
Can I just clarify, the Dear Deirdre is the sex thing where you have sex
You're in
problems
bed
and you're the photographs with the balloon coming out your mouth. And what are you doing? What's your relationship problem?
I was the husband.
What was the problem?
The wife was attracted to my friend.
And what face did you do?
I only realised at the very end,
Oh,
so
go on,
most of the time I was being happy or vacant.
How did you find out in the story about the... that she fancied the...
I walked in on them. So I just,
did you walk in?
So actually shocked, sorry. I did vacant, happy, shocked and sad.
So I do happy.
Do vacant.
Shocked.
Shocked.
I just walked...
Do sad.
Sad.
Oh.
That's nasty. That looks pained.
Well, how would you feel? My best friend was in bed with my wife!
No, but I'd say something. No, it doesn't look like you're upset. It looks like you're trying to pass something uncomfortable.
Let's imagine for a moment that Lorraine was my wife. She is having a relationship with the better-looking half of Mitchell and Webb, OK?
Right.
But he's not here, so we'll use David. Right? So the two of them... So get yourself in a position that might, you know...
Oh, we're having an affair, is
yes.
that the thing?
So we have to get closer.
I don't know how you do that.
Do it.
Oh, all right.
I don't want to touch you.
OK.
In this scenario,
Am I waiting my turn?
So I'm coming home. I'm about to give you shocked. Truth or lie, Lee?
We can say lie, are we, Sue?
I think so.
Lie.
I think
OK.
so.
I don't think I can argue
Lie?
with that. So
OK,
lie.
David?
I think it's a lie.
you think it's a lie? OK, we'll say it's a lie.
So it's a lie. Aha. It is, in fact, a lie. Well, that's all for now. Good night.
Hot off the press, Ian and Paul are here with Have I Got News for You in a moment on BBC One. Or on BBC Three you can catch up with the laziest couple in the world, Steve and Becky, him and her.
Would I Lie to You, the unseen bits? Ruth Jones, Ronnie Corbett, Keely Hawes, John Bishop, Richard E. Grant, Jason Manford, Joanna Page, Stephen Mangan, Fran Britton, Patrick Keelty, Bernard Cribbins, and their team captain, David Mitchell. And facing them tonight, Jack D, Patsy Palmer, Martin Clunes, Julian Clary, Professor Brian Cox, Chris Addison, Sanjeev Bhaskar, Kevin Bridges, Deborah Meaden, Peter Serafinowicz, Holly Walsh, and their team captain, Lee Mack, and your host, Rob Brydon.
Brian, you're first. Please reveal all.
I once caused the Hadron Collider to be shut down after I spilt yoghurt in it.
Do you know what? I believe it already. David's team.
Paint the picture of a day working at the Collider.
Not literally, we'll be here all night.
Or what's the sort of access point of the Collider like? I'm imagining it's like a room with computers in. I don't imagine people are sort of wandering around the actual tube bit, finding a little corner to have lunch.
During construction, then, of course, you had to go in. And I was responsible for a bit that's about 420 metres from the point at which we create the Big Bangs. And so I was in there, and you test bits when it's all done. And I was in there in the morning, having my yoghurt. You're not supposed to. Swiss health and safety.
Accessible ladies, doesn't it? I love what you're drinking.
Someone went past me on a bike, because you have to ride bikes or anything, and nudged my arm, and I spilt the yoghurt onto an electrical connection.
And this was during construction?
Yes. Well, during the testing of my piece.
So it didn't all have to be shut down, just a...
No, just an octant. We can shut it down in eighths.
Right.
And I think he knew what an octant was.
Yeah.
It's for you. It's for you.
Can I ask you a technical question?
Yeah.
What flavour was the yoghurt?
It was one of those Swiss, like, rather flavourless Swiss yoghurts.
So there are people in there on bikes?
Yeah, because it's 27 kilometres in
So they go around on bikes inside?
Yes. Sounds like Centre Parks.
And you're sitting... Which part of it did you drop the yoghurt into or onto?
There are pieces called... I'm going to go into chat-up mode again now. called superconducting cables. If you cool them down to about 1.9 Kelvin, so 1.9 degrees above absolute zero, then they become superconducting, have no electrical resistance, and carry currents up to 13,000 amps in wires of a very small cross-section.
So in layman's terms, is it a wire?
Yeah.
Did you get yoghurt on a wire?
It's niobium tungsten alloy.
Sorry?
It's a niobium tungsten alloy.
I'm not saying it's not a brilliant wire.
As David well knows, because they're superconducting, they can
I might well know as well.
They can carry very high current.
Flirting with each other. I know as well. Tell me, you bitch!
But you know, I did history. You know, I know that Hitler's dead, and that's it.
And, Professor, how long was it closed down for?
About 3 months.
3 months? As a result of what you did?
We had to replace that piece of the
Oh,
machine.
my God.
That was
quite expensive.
How much do they reckon that cost?
That's why I'm on telly now trying to work off the debt. Why do you think I'm doing this?
I don't know.
I'm in Geneva if I had any respect left at all.
They said, get out there, haul yourself around. It's just come from hole in the wall.
Did you own up straight away, or did you say, he hit me, nudge me? On the bike.
I had sticky up hair and a completely sooty face. I couldn't get it. I couldn't deny it.
You went to the fancy Did you then take your goggles off?
Did you take them off and did you go, Marty, we gotta get to the DeLorean! So, David, let's take a guess. What do you think?
3 months, that's a big... I just wonder whether he'd be ready to bring it up on a comedy show.
So with that in mind, what are you going to say?
I think it's a lie.
Well, I'm just in awe of the sciencey stuff. And if he says he dropped yoghurt on a wire, then he dropped yoghurt on a wire.
Is it a lie?
I think it's a lie.
I think it's a lie. You think it's true?
I think it's true. What can I say?
Well, let's be democratic and say it's a lie.
You're saying it's a lie. OK, Professor Brian Cox, is it the truth or were you telling a lie?
It was a lie.
Well done. It was a lie. Right, Martin Clunes, you're up next.
Right. Sometimes I change the order in which I put my shoes and socks on to spice up my daily routine.
David's team.
Are we to take it that sometimes you put your shoes on first?
Of course not. What a silly question. No, of course I don't.
So what's the normal then?
Which is normal. I like to mix it up, keep it fresh. To stop this thing becoming a drudgery because I have to do it every day. When I'm working, several times a day.
So,
why
so
several times a day?
Well, a leading actor, I have to change my costume all day long. It drives me mad.
So when you're doing Doc Martin, you don't just stay in the one outfit all day?
I have at least 8 suits.
Martin, you don't need to change your socks every time, do you?
Oh, you're familiar with my feet, are you?
I certainly am not.
So we're saying then, Martin, that you do that sometimes just to spice things up.
Listen, well, look, you can either... You're presented with 2 pairs of feet, 2 shoes, 2 socks.
2 pairs of feet?
2 pairs of feet. Is that not the norm? 2 feet, 2 socks, 2 shoes.
Yeah.
They've all got to marry up at some point. So sometimes I'll put both socks on, then both shoes on. Or sometimes I'll put a sock on and then that shoe, and then that sock, and then that shoe, just to stop myself going stale.
Well, do you know what I do sometimes? And then this is true. I sometimes put my socks on before I put my pants on. And I find that vaguely erotic. Because you're there, Fern, picture it. You're there with your long socks, in my case, with your socks on and nothing else on, just socks.
I'll tell you what I do. I sometimes nakedly put my tackle between my legs and pretend I'm a woman.
You should never put your socks on as a man without any trousers.
Really? Why?
Just don't. Look at yourself.
Have you ever done it?
I have once an early girlfriend, by which I don't mean she was a sort of cave person. She was one of the girlfriends I had earlier in my life. She said, never do that, and it stuck with me.
Really?
So this whole getting dressed is quite awkward then. So what's
Not awkward.
No, I just want
It's
to hear
varied
from the beginning. No, because you've got to get your pants and your trousers on before the whole sock shoe.
They've all got to go on at some point, haven't they?
What are you saying, David? Truth or lie? Fern?
Oh, I'm going to say it's a lie.
Lie from Fern. David?
Well, I
think it's true.
Oh, you think it's true? Yeah, I thought it might be true. I'm going to say I think it's true.
OK. Martin Clunes, is it the truth or is it a lie?
It's absolutely true.
Our next round is called The Ring of Truth, in which I read out an amazing celebrity fact, and all our teams have to do is decide whether it's true or not. So both teams take a look at this.
She's not really spiteful, but she's a bit afraid now.
Is she I'm drinking all right now?
Brandy, now stop it. Brandy, now stop it. Stop it.
Isn't she?
You've got to be careful.
Yeah.
Brandy.
Down here. That's it.
You're little Laura.
Because one of your researchers not got an update on Brandy to see how he is now.
Well, it was 15 years ago, I think we know.
We can live 25 years, cats.
You haven't seen him for 15 years, Julian, but he's here tonight. I actually like cats.
Oh, yes, you like cats, but you're mime smashing them.
Smashing a dangerous cat that posed a threat to our lovely audience. And one of Britain's most beloved comedians.
Stamper it again.
Here's the related fact, OK, related to cats for both teams. Noel Edmonds employs a pet chef once a week to cook a 3-course dinner for his cat. Is that true, both teams?
When they say a pet chef, That's presumably a
chef for pets.
A chef for pets.
Not a Jack Russell or a working Cocker Spaniel in a hat.
What are the courses in a cat three-course dinner?
Yeah, what's the menu?
I shall tell you. I shall tell you.
Veal or no veal?
I'm actually ashamed of myself. I feel quite sick.
If it gets run over, it's wheel or no wheel.
If the cat was a fishing enthusiast...
Shut up!
The cat is called Marmalade and is 3 years old. Marmalade's favourite meal is smoked salmon roll-ups, followed by...
What do you mean, roll-ups?
So these are roll-ups.
I'll tell you what, I was tripping off my face the other night, I'll tell you. At one point, I thought I was living with Noel Edmonds, honestly. I was off my tits.
Smoked salmon, followed by carpaccio of tuna with salted butter ice cream for afters. Sounds better in your... I was doing Ronnie.
Yeah. I thought you were.
On Marmalade's last birthday, the pet chef made a birthday cake in the shape of a Deal or No Deal box. Oh, nice.
Oh, come on. Well, you're saying the shape of a deal or no? I mean, you mean a rectangular cake?
I think even I could stretch to that. Yes.
Well, here's my problem with it.
Yes.
Why only once a week?
I'll tell you, he hires the pet chef one night over the weekend so his cat can enjoy a treat.
As a treat for my chickens. Maureen's been broody for weeks, and I haven't got a cockerel at the moment, for reasons I won't go into. Anyway, the other day, my neighbour found on the lawn an abandoned duck egg. So we've slipped the duck egg under Maureen, and in a few weeks' time, she'll hatch out a duck. Please don't touch me.
Sorry.
She'll be very upset,
Why?
When the duck hatches?
Well, she'll just think it's a chicken.
She'll know it's not a chicken. The shape of the mouth and everything.
She'll be furious when she sees the bill.
Yes. Very good.
So let's take a guess then. I mean, which way are you heading here, Lee?
I think it's true.
You think it's true, Lee?
Yeah, I think it's true.
OK, we'll go for true.
Going with true. OK, David's team.
I don't think it's true.
No, have you met Noel Edmonds?
Yes, I met you, yes.
Has Ronnie Corbett met Noel Edmonds? Do bears
meet Noel Edmonds?
He's met everybody. Do you mean there's nobody he hasn't met? He's Ronnie Corbett. He probably met Elvis.
I thought it likely that Ronnie had met Noel Edmonds, but it's not, you know,
I was on the house party a lot, wasn't I? Played the butler.
Yes, he played the butler on the house party. I mean, you insult the man. You insult him. Why don't you ask him, were you ever in a famous double act with another man with a similar name? Unbelievable. And he loves you for it. Typical.
And yet, when I touch him, nothing.
Severity.
Right, what do you think?
I think it's a lie. Yeah.
You think it's a lie?
Yeah.
So, you think it's a lie?
I think it's a lie.
We think it's a lie.
You're saying you think it's a lie, right? You're saying you think it's true. Someone's going to be right. It is actually a lie. Yes, Noel Edmonds does not employ a pet chef once a week to cook a three-course dinner for his cat. That's the kind of thing a lunatic would do. But as it turns out, he doesn't. Which brings us to our final round, quick-fire lies, in which our panellists lie not only through their teeth, but also against the clock. And we're starting with... John Bishop.
Okay. I was asked to leave the cinema for crying too loudly.
Please, team, do you believe that?
What was the film?
Rocky.
Rocky?
Rocky, the first one.
Rocky. Which bit did you cry at?
I cried at the bit at the end.
Which bit is that?
When he looked like he was getting beaten, then he shouted Aiden, then it was all his dreams were encapsulated in that one moment. And, you know,
And you cried?
I've been through a lot, and so, yeah.
How old were you?
I would have been in my early 20s and I had...
Whoa, slow that down. You were in your early 20s in 1977.
Was it 77? No, what do we think?
Actually, I tell you, I think it was about 75, wasn't it, Rocky?
No.
That makes you 55.
I would have been a teenager. It was definitely a teenager. The reason
you're minusing some years off now, are you, John?
No, the reason it was emotional for me is because I had it wasn't a friend of mine, it was a friend of my brother's who was a boxer who had had a terrible accident.
You think this... Do you honestly think? Do you honestly believe that you could come on this show? You should have been the age of 6, but actually you said you were 20-odd. And in the panic, you have the audacity to pretend you know about some inflicted boxer to try and wing us round and go, oh, this is terrible news. Of course we believe you, John. What happened to him?
It's a lie.
It's a blatant lie, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're saying it's a lie.
The biggest lie we've ever had on this show.
John Bishop, is it true or is it a lie?
It's a lie.
It's not true, what John's been telling us, but I remember as a teenager being advised not to watch Bambi without a box of tissues handy. Imagine my disappointment. Because I didn't cry. Next. Oh, me, right?
Oh.
I used to put on a different voice on the telephone and pretend to be my own agent.
Oh, let's have it then.
The voice?
Imagine I've just rung up. Hello, I'm the people that want to book Rob Brydon. Yes. How much would he cost?
His name, I used to call him Richard Knight. And Richard used to talk like this, and he'd say, listen, love to help you out, but at that price, we're really not going to make much movement. And I once did a charity gig, and...
It's a lie, he's never done charity gigs.
got money for it, because Richard said, listen, Rob's an angel, and if he knew I was doing this, he'd never forgive me, but I've got to get a bit of money, otherwise I wouldn't be doing my job.
Did you have a real agent at the time?
No.
So, how many phone numbers? Do you have a separate phone number for your fake agent? Or was it just your normal phone?
I used to work at the BBC in Cardiff. I was on the radio, I used to be a DJ, and if they got through to the office, I would then phone back under the guise.
When it came to important meetings, did you have to, like, take a disguise and sit there and go, oh, Rob's in the toilet at the moment, but when he gets back, I'm sure he can discuss with him. I'll go and get him now. I believe my agent said I could do it. They do all the voices. Ask me what it would be like if I was talking to Ronnie Corbett. Or Tom Jones, I can do it. If you don't believe me, ask my agent, I'll go and get him.
I assume you've got an agent now, so why did you decide to...
Well, I didn't have one. Yeah, I have one now, but I didn't have one then.
What convinced you needed one? Was it working?
Because it's very difficult to do your own negotiations and not come across as an horrible person when you're asking for money. But if it was Richard Knight saying, listen, I'm just doing this, Rob doesn't want money, but I've got to get money for the guy.
But they didn't know it was you.
That's my whole point, you idiot. That's what I'm saying.
Did you have anybody else on your books?
What's the sort of work that...
Hosting things. This was back in about the late 80s when I was a local radio disc jockey.
So did the agent take a cut?
Did the agent phone you to let you know they got the job?
No, I was the agent!
Did you ever fall out with your agent?
No, it was me!
When you decided that this charade had to finish, did you take yourself out to dinner and tell yourself you were letting yourself go?
Did you sign a contract?
Are you still in touch?
Right, it's time to guess. First of all, Lee and those bastards. What are you going to go for?
I would say true.
You think it's true?
You saying it's true?
Yes, in the words of Rob Brydon, I think that's true.
Right, saying it's true. David and these arses. What do you say?
That is so true.
I think
it's true?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Keely
it's
thinks
true.
it's true. David, well, let me buck the trend by telling you it's true. Next. It's Jack.
Right. Possession.
OK, reach under the desk and take out the box underneath the desk there. So if you just pop the possession...
This is the fez that I put on to propose to my wife.
Let's see the fez then, please, Jack, if you could just take that out. So there's the fez.
There's the fez.
OK, David.
OK, why?
We were on holiday.
Yeah, I think you should put it on, Jack, so we can all get an idea of the romance of the moment.
You're on holiday in Cooper World.
We were on holiday, and there was a hat like this in the bar, and I don't know why it had all sorts of knickknacks in the bar. And this is the look I went for to propose to her because it seemed like a fun way of breaking some very bad news.
What were you doing it for? Was it because you were trying to be different from your stage persona, or were you...
you know, there was no... When you do a thing like that, there's no rhyme or reason to it, is there? You just think it's a bit of fun, and then you didn't know that 20 years later you'd be interrogated about it by a group of people who don't care, you know, about you at all.
Where were you actually... What sort of situation, what location were you at when you put the hat on?
We were having drinks after dinner.
Well, just imagine for a moment, then, that I'm your now wife.
I would much rather not.
This is the game, and I'm sat there, I'm having a lovely time. I've landed on my feet with Jack. I mean, I could have gone out with all sorts of people, but I went for Jack, and he's a hell of a guy. And then out of the blue, you say this.
What, would you marry me?
Well, just like that?
Yes.
Really? Simple as that?
Yes.
Did you really say just like that?
Yeah, I did, without any irony. I know, yeah. Incredible.
I wasn't even announcing a joke.
OK, what are you going to say, David? Is he telling the truth?
I think it's a lie. I don't think he looks comfortable in a fez.
And you think it's a lie?
Yeah, who does?
What are you going to say?
I think you're right, so I think it's a lie.
You're saying it's a lie? OK, Jack, is it the truth or is it a lie?
I'll have you know, it was a lie.
Next. It's Lee.
Every year, I mark the anniversary of the death of my goldfish by pouring a shot of brandy into my pond.
Did this tradition predate the death of your goldfish?
No.
No.
I was not the cause of the death.
Were there other fish that survived?
Yeah. I've got a pond in the garden.
Yes.
And the pond has nothing to do with the death of the goldfish.
But how many fish were in the pond? Just one?
I'm not going to say this again, Bernard.
Was the goldfish in the pond when it died?
No.
Sorry, a goldfish was not a pond goldfish, it was a bowl goldfish, was it? Or a tank goldfish?
It was a tree goldfish, actually.
Where did he live?
The goldfish lived in a bowl. The goldfish bowl.
If the goldfish lived in a bowl...
Correct!
Why do you commemorate its death by pouring brandy into an alternative goldfish habitat?
Because when the goldfish died, the bowl went.
Do any fish live in the pond?
Are there currently any fish in the pond? Because if you pour brandy into a pond...
They're going to die as well.
They're going to die as well. So it's a legitimate question.
There was at no point, right, did the original fish die due to brandy being poured into...
But now...
There's fish in the pond,
right?
But the amount of brandy that I pour into the pond is like the weakest cordial you could ever drink.
Fish, Lee, fish are drinking all the time.
Yes.
Not brandy!
Not alcohol.
Yes, brandy if it's in the bloody water.
Yes, but it's then not brandy, is it? Brandy is...
Well, it's brandy and water.
No, it's
a weak brandy and water.
No, it's brandy diluted is no longer brandy.
So you're saying when you put soda in brandy, you'll make it no longer brandy?
Soda in brandy? You put soda in brandy,
Brandy and soda, yes.
What kind of 1970s porn world are you living in?
Just one last question. Why do you commemorate the death of a goldfish?
Right.
It doesn't matter, the death of a goldfish.
Oh, it
Not
doesn't
many
matter to
people
you,
care.
you bitch.
No, it doesn't matter. It absolutely doesn't matter to me, but I suspect it doesn't matter to you either.
Oh, and it doesn't matter to me, but it matters to the wife. The wife loved that goldfish like a husband.
And so she said, do me a favour, my beloved husband, show your respect for this fish I so loved by annually pouring a shot of brandy into the pond of these other fish who I secretly hate and wish to destroy.
So with that in mind, David, what are you going to say?
Bernard.
He's a liar.
Patrick?
It's true.
No, it's not. He's a liar.
You're saying it's a lie?
Yes.
OK, Lee, is it true what you've just told us? or is it a lie?
It's absolutely a lie.
We've done the whole show, and I didn't ask you, Peter, to do your Terry Wogan impression. I feel bad.
Now, Rob, you know I don't do a Terry Wogan. Come now, sir. Well, if I'm going to do my Terry Wogan, surely you could do your Ken Bruce. We've never done this before, have we?
Well, thanks, Terry. And it's me, Ken Bruce, now in the morning, and swinging around here, playing Beverly Craven and Woman to Woman.
Oh, Ken, nobody cares.
He's right, you know. And you might be interested to know that later on this month, Terry and I will be at the Arndale Centre in Manchester for children in need, and you can strap on a black rhino annihilator dildo and make my eyes water for charity. If only he'd studied harder, Lee could have pursued a career as an academic. Ah, well, academia's loss is comedy's loss. You see...
Did you say academia?
Yeah, I did.
I know. I love those academia nuts. If you eat enough, you get an MA.
It's a very difficult job, this. You see, Lee didn't fit into traditional academic categories.
Is he not been able to read, is it?
You say true, you say lie.
You said lie.
It is actually true. No, I've got to press the button. Sorry, I didn't press the button. I'll do it again. Can you react the same way? I forgot to press the button. You say true, you say lie.
True, actually. True. You can't press the button, I'm going to get points out of it. I can press the button. I may not be able to spot a truth from a lie, but the button I've got.
You say true.
No, we're changing it to lie.
Here we go. Right. You say true.
No.
You say lie. These people want to go home.
Yes.
So does Ronnie, yeah.
God,
Look, he thinks he's recorded a whole series tonight.
How long is the show when it goes out?
10 minutes.
Tonight, on the best of Would I Lie to You, Debbie and McCall, Jimmy Carr, Danny Logan, Richard Wilson, Ben Shepherd, Robert Webb, Frankie Boyle, Graham Garden, Nolan Levin, Jason Manfred, Russell Howard, and their team captain, Lee Mack. And facing on tonight, Rob Brydon, Michael Ashford, David Baddiel, Dara O'Brien, Trisha Goddard, Lil Daniels, Rich Hall, Kristen Murphy, Danny Baker, Maureen Lipman, Michael McIntyre, and their team captain, Jalen Mitchell. But first, behave like irritating neighbours and make lots of noise for your host, Angus Deaton!
Good evening and welcome to this hastily cobbled together, this specially compiled bonus edition of Would I Lie to You? Yes, 30 minutes of largely unbroadcast material deemed too funny to show you the first time round. If you have a red button on your handset, it will be of absolutely no use to you for the next half hour. This is a quiz about lying. Lying by omission is when you knowingly leave some information out, like when the estate agent shows you around in the 2-minute gap that the Eurostar isn't going through the kitchen. And scientists have developed a truth serum that makes people incapable of lying. It's called 6 pints of lager. And so to round one, in which our contestants are given one simple yet frequently insurmountable task to read a statement from the card in front of them. They never know what's on the card, a true fact or something we made up earlier. This can lead to panic, nausea and occasional vomiting. People who expect high-quality fibbing should look away now.
I was voted the 47th sexiest man in Wales.
Who was the 48th?
I think was John Humphreys, the guy
who made this part.
Wales has its own newspaper called the Western Mail.
Have we asked him which year this was?
Oh, yeah, which year was it? It was clearly not in the last 10.
It was about... Listen to you, George Clooney. I could take that coming from Robert. There was a certain earthy charm.
Right, thank
but
you.
from a rejected Chuckle Brother, it's a bit rich.
So, team captain, what are you saying?
OK, we think that's a lie.
Yeah.
OK, they're saying it's a lie.
It's true.
It's absolutely true. Yep, it's true. Rob was voted the 47th sexiest man in Wales and would have finished even higher if he hadn't got cramp in his dialing finger. Next, Robert.
I was voted the 88th sexiest man in the world.
By who?
But it was the readers of some women's magazine.
Which
Blind and Wretched.
You would know.
Where did David finish?
I'm not so very sure David was on that
Not listed,
list.
unfortunately.
Generally, Robert is considered the better-looking one of your outfit. But if it were me, can I say this? I think that you are easier on the eye than him. I think there's something very pleasing, and you may notice I've been looking at you a lot. I just think he looks lovely.
I feel a bit weird about this. But, you know, thanks.
Rob,
Anyway,
if we could drag you back to the poll.
I think it's true.
Robert, the answer?
It is true.
It is true.
I had an interview at MI5 to be a spy.
Where's MI5, Jimmy?
Where's MI5?
Yeah.
Well, it's on the South Bank now, but that building wasn't finished at the time. So it was a meeting in Millbank.
What was it, like a planning meeting to join MI5?
Like a planning? No, I wasn't going to build a new
The fact
headquarters.
the building wasn't finished.
We're thinking of setting up a big organisation of spies.
Well, you know...
Lots of guns and handcuffs and itching powder. We don't know how we're going to use that, but it's all fun. And we're building a huge, crazy building on the South Bank, which is actually MI6, but never mind.
Can I say I'm worried now that you know a bit much about it, and you really do seem like a spy, I think, because you're posh and a tiny bit gay, even though you're not.
Well, hang on, David. I'll stop you there. Posh and a little bit gay. What are you talking about, man?
This is like Spartacus. No, I'm posh and a little bit gay.
You're the least posh and a little bit gay of anyone in the world ever, Lee.
Yes, right.
Thing is, Jimmy, if I'm right about you, you were a virgin until you were about 27, as far as I remember.
26.
26.
And that was the last series of this show. Shall we not bring it up again?
Here's the thing. This was your opportunity to pull.
Would you have been sent abroad?
Well, don't you start. I'm having enough trouble with them. You're not even in this. What are you talking about?
Look, Jimmy, your attitude under interrogation is just a bit churlish, which, as a spy, it really shouldn't be, you know.
The other interrogator starts asking questions and you go, are you in this?
Was this during the Cold War?
Yeah, I'm 50.
You might be. Your hair's dyed. So...
Fashion tips from the tramp.
Now, girls. Was there a practical side to the interview? Did you have to...
Yeah, I had to fuck a girl in a speedboat.
David Mitchell, what are you thinking as team captain?
I think it's not true.
OK, we'll go with that. That's a lie.
OK, they're saying it's a lie. Jimmy?
It's a lie.
Can I just say, for yourself. It says I once had an interview at MFI.
I have been wearing bronzing powder since the age of 12.
How old are you?
31.
31. No way. Bronzing powder wasn't around.
What exactly is bronzing powder? Is that the same as... You mean to make you look suntanned?
Suntan like this.
Why do you wear it?
Well, you put it on and people go, well, you look, well. And then, you know, and I noticed that they were saying that. So I thought, well, look, can I ask you a question? Why are we 7 in makeup?
Well, to catch up with you.
The fact is, you're in makeup because you want to look good on TV, and I just want to take that into you know, outside of television.
You want to look TV smooth 24/7.
Yeah.
These things must come in specific colours and stuff. What option have you chosen?
Deep bronze. Heavenly mahogany. I don't know the actual bloody name of the colour.
Graham, what do you think?
Well, if that's deep mahogany bronze, he's been robbed. No, it's a lie. It's a lie.
Big lie.
Big lie.
They're saying it's a lie, so, Michael, fact or fable?
It is indeed true. TV good, baby. 24/7. TV good. People pass you in the street, they try and change channel. Look at this guy. He looks TV good. I saw...
I mean, I'm very glad you're so pleased for the team, but I think in a minute you're going to have to face the wider truth of what people now know.
No, I know.
It's true. Michael has been wearing bronzing powder since the age of 12. The good thing about bronzing powder is that people can't see that you're embarrassed, no matter how many times they point and shout, "There's a grown man wearing bronzing powder." And so to Lee's team, who have this rather eerie premonition of impending disaster, for those who are aware of how Rod Hull sadly met his end.
Yeah, I've locked up the canteen. Everything's nice and out.
Look, well, it never worked anyway, did it? Here, look. It's that underground. It's loosened the aerial. Oh, you'll have to go on the roof and fix it. No, I'm not going to go. Leave it, come on. You can't leave it. The viewers will have no programme.
I wonder what's wrong with it. Oh, it's that bit up there.
Has that got it? Yes, that's all right.
Yes, that was Rod and Emu on the programme EBC, and as you'll no doubt be aware, tragedy struck shortly afterwards when Rod was given a second series. Some 19 years later, of course, Rod Hull did sadly die when fixing an aerial on his roof. So here's the intriguing Rod and Emu fact. Rod Hull was buried along with his fake arm and the very first emu. Or was he? Lee?
Does everybody know that he had a fake arm?
Well, he didn't have to. It wasn't a real emu.
He didn't really have a neighbour that was a fat green witch either.
I thought you meant that he had one of his arms wasn't real.
I think it would be an odd choice of career for a one-armed man to become a ventriloquist.
So what are you thinking? Is this truth or tosh?
I think it's a lie.
Robert, you
I think it's a lie.
I think that is a lie as well. I'll say lie.
OK, it is in fact a big fat lie. Yes. Yes, Rod Hull was not buried along with his fake armour and the very first emu. Rod's not the only performer to have made a living by dragging an erratic and embarrassing old bird around. Richard Madeley is doing very nicely as well. So, to David's team, who have this to say about.
Please present the meat on trays.
Don't tell.
Melissa, I don't know what you're trying to do, whether you're trying to upset our guests, but right now, I'm starting to get pissed. Now, you send your food. Let's go. Right. Dome's off. Jen, describe the dish.
That's a duck breast.
You four hell's bitches, I am embarrassed. I don't think I've ever been so embarrassed inside this restaurant in my entire life. Get out my sight.
angry in that he's forgotten the word of.
It's essentially the way he's been obviously willing to Americanise for the money, so he's actually accidentally said that he's going to get drunk. And he said, bring the meat. I think he was trying to say the meat entrees, because that's entrees what the Americans moronically refer to a main course as. But it just sounds like bring on the meat entrees. What meat entrees? That is the meat. Yeah, a big tray of meat, $9.99. And clearly, the thing that he's good at is saying fuck. And they've told him he's not allowed to say it. And all he can say is, I'm embarrassed.
Gordon Ramsay, anyway, less than happy about the duck. Of course, normally in Gordon's kitchen, if they shout out duck, it's because he's just thrown a meat cleaver at someone's head. Please welcome tonight's special guest person, Gareth. So, Tricia, what's Gareth to you?
This is Gareth, and he came on my show to cure his fear of Scotch eggs.
Yeah, right.
OK, Rich, perhaps you'd like to explain how you know Gareth?
This is Gareth, and he pimped my ride and turned my car into the ultimate fishing mobile.
And finally, David, what's your relationship with Gareth?
This is Gareth, and he freed me from a roller coaster when the car got stuck.
Oh, please let that one be true. Please. So there you are. Tricia's phobic guest, a car pimper, according to Rich, or a theme park rescuer, if we believe David. Lee's team, where do you want to start?
Oh, definitely Tricia. I've seen your show. You don't have people that come on because they're scared. You might have come on because you had sex with a Scotch egg.
Scotch egg. He had a bad experience.
How did the fear manifest itself?
He used to sort of get panicky and scared when he saw a Scotch egg.
Surely it's really easy to avoid Scotch eggs. I mean, it's a tiny section of the supermarket that you could easily walk round. Oh, I need to get some Baileys for Christmas. Oh, an egg!
What if he loves pork pies?
Yeah!
Name a supermarket where the pork pies aren't right next to the Scotch egg.
And what was your show called, that particular one?
It was called Fiancé, Your Fear of Scotch Eggs Will Ruin Our Wedding Buffet.
That's insensitive. To deliberately order the pyramid of Scotch eggs. No. Your husband's terrified of them.
If I could steer you towards one of the others.
Oh, yes. What about the roller coaster? Which roller coaster, David, was it?
It was the runaway mine train. The idea was that a historical train by which mines were accessed had run away with itself. That would be scary.
Where was it?
It was Alton Towers.
Alton Towers?
And so how did you get stuck?
Well, the train ceased to run away. But it goes through lots of tunnels, and in one of the tunnels, it suddenly stopped in the dark.
Right.
And they said over the... there was a speaker, and they said, stay where you are, we'll be sending someone. And it was Gareth.
I'm honestly struggling with the idea that you went for a day out to Alton Towers. Are you presenting a documentary for BBC 4 about the horror of modern life?
Well, David's not been on a ride and got stuck, has he?
No, David's never been on a ride.
I was on a stag do. That's where people like me have to do things that they wouldn't otherwise remotely want to do.
What about Rich's car pimper?
Rich, your car was turned into a fishing mobile.
What is the car? What was it? What, mate?
It's not a car, actually. It's a small pickup truck.
So how did it turn into a fishing mobile?
Well, basically, there's just two big all-weather bucket seats in the back that you can sit on and fish without, and swivel. It's got a rack for fishing rods, and the glove box folds out, and you can tie flies on the glove box.
No, it sounds like he's doing drive-by fishing.
There we go. You have to get out of your truck.
So he's not done much pimping, has he? All he's done is took a better pickup truck, stuck some fishing rods in and a bucket. Pimp my ride, it's stick a bucket in my car, is what it should be called.
Am I right in saying that the phrase pimp my ride means modify my car?
Yeah.
You can either go for the Scotch egg fearing guest on Trisha's show, Rich's personal car customiser, or David's roller coaster saviour.
Well, look, right, Trisha's thing is just madness, right? If David had to go on a stag party, he'd insist that it all got changed and they went to Venice.
The only thing that makes me think David might be telling the truth is that Gareth fella there has got the look in his eyes of a man who has at some point he's like spinned a waltzer and tried to chat up a 14-year-old girl.
I don't think it can be Scotch egg boy because he wouldn't want to come on national television again to reveal he was scared of Scotch egg.
So Lee, please, a decision.
I don't know why, but I think it's Trisha's telling the truth.
No.
I do, honestly.
Wow.
I'm going to go for Trisha.
Lee is saying it's Trisha. Gareth, perhaps you'd like to reveal who you really are.
I went on Trisha to cure my fear of Scotch eggs.
I got picked on at school because my mum was the dancer in the titles of Tales of the Unexpected.
We can remind ourselves of what Russell's mother looked like.
So your mother was a professional dancer or an actress, and
She was a professional dancer, yeah.
What were the other highlights of your mother's dancing career?
We never really went into it.
So you never...
You're not going to go at age 8.
Mum, have you done any other dancing that I'd...
To be fair, you might have spoken to your mother since the age of 8 and discussed her career then.
Yes. But it's something we don't really...
You don't talk about your mother's embarrassing dancing past?
Not really, no.
You have never asked or bothered to find out what else she did in her career as a dancer?
Well, it's clearly a fucking lie, isn't it? But I can...
Do I get extra points for capitulation?
I was buying it until, you know, we brought on board the world's toughest lawyer.
You know that every job your parents have ever
Nobody
had.
knows what their dad does. What are you talking about? What?
Nobody knows what their dad Basically, totally willing to believe the whole Tales of the Unexpected thing. It was just the refusal to countenance having discussed your mother's dancing career beyond that. It seemed so implausible.
Because, as we now know, nobody knows what their father does.
Absolutely.
Do you know, you know, you have a vague idea of what your dad does, but you don't know the nitty-gritty. Like, go through all your dad's jobs, then, as you know every one of them.
Well, OK, well, he didn't have many. He lectured in hotel and restaurant management from 1976 to about a year ago when he retired. Before that...
But the fact is, before that, his dad was the dancer on of Tales of the Unexpected.
Right. These are the wig and glasses I wear if I want to pop to the shops unnoticed.
Right.
Yeah.
Would you
Pop
mind
it on there.
slipping into it?
Is that the right way round?
No, it's the right way around.
And the glasses?
It's Davina.
Good grief.
I know we have to like make a guess, but I'm really liking that look. By the way, I think it's actually
I like it very much.
That's thanks, Michael.
I would.
Oh yeah. For me, my opinion is worth nothing to you. But that's good.
You look like Ken Barlow's ultimate fantasy.
So, David, what are you thinking?
I think we're going to go for a lie, then.
Lie. Yeah, I think it's
They're
a
all
lie.
going for a lie, suddenly. Davina, tell us whether it's the truth or a lie.
It is a lie.
It is a lie.
But can I keep these?
Yes. This is the coconut that nearly killed me. Is this believable?
Where were you?
Under a coconut tree. What do you think? I was stood underneath the coconut tree, and, well, the coconut fell off the tree, barely missing me.
And you brought it home?
Yeah.
I'm suspicious because you're not allowed to bring fruit and vegetables from foreign countries into...
Well, you made the classic mistake, haven't you, Tricia? Because a coconut isn't a fruit or a vegetable. It is, in fact, a seed.
It almost hit you.
It almost hit, yeah, it, like, went... past my face,
why
hit my
did-
shoulder, bounced off. On
Yeah,
the floor.
why did you decide to keep it?
Yeah.
Because I thought it'd make a nice anecdote. Clearly, I was wrong.
The moment of shoulder pain. The
Yes.
moment when your shoulder has been bruised, possibly shattered by the coconut.
Yes.
You think, I must keep that for anecdotal reasons. I don't want to be rude, but this is a coconut. It fell off a tree, hit me on the shoulder, but obviously if it had hit me on the head in the right place, I might have died. It's not as interesting a story as perhaps you think. I might actually elicit the response, if only it had.
I will throw this coconut at your head now, right? And I will... No, hang on, I will. I will, David. I will throw this coconut at your head and hit you on the shoulder really hard.
No,
and I
thanks.
guarantee... Be quiet and chest
if they see...
Don't push me, David! Do not push me!
No one is insured for that to happen. We think it's a lie.
Truth or lie?
It is, in fact, a lie.
I have received fan mail from Angus Deaton.
I'm not actually allowed to take part in this question, unfortunately, because obviously I would be...
When was it?
Well, I've only recently become aware of this fact, so I can't tell you exactly when.
And how old was Angus when he wrote it to you?
Well, anything between sort of 7 and 60, I
Oh,
suppose.
OK, so this is from when...
51. Thank you.
Did this person, whoever it was, tell you roughly what the letter said and what it was in connection with?
Yes, it was a Capital Radio show.
A friend of mine was in the Susie Quattro fan club, right, and got a letter about 3 years ago. They used to get a newsletter every month with what Susie Quattro was up to, and he got a newsletter through the post, and it said, "Dear member, I'm afraid this will be the last newsletter going because there's only me and you left."
Lots of love, Susie. There's something about Angus which you would be interested in.
He's a presenter.
Yeah, I think he's a
and-
presenter and he's looking for tips. And,
Look at his face.
Look at his little tiny face. I think it's true.
Michael, did I or didn't I?
Believe it or not, it's true.
That is actually the only fan letter I've ever written. You've only written one fan letter.
Yes, the first
Who was it to?
and only fan letter I've written was to Elizabeth Taylor when I was 14. Satan, she was the same age. Took a year for a response to come back, and then I licked the photograph signature and it didn't run. But when I met her eventually, she came on the chat show.
You licked her and she did run.
For 2 weeks, I drove a car that could only turn left.
When you say you drove for 2 weeks, you mean you couldn't stop? It just went on and on, turning left?
No.
Why could it only turn left?
It was hit. My wife had an accident in it, so you couldn't turn the wheel right. You had to only go left.
Why couldn't you turn the wheel right?
Because the metal of the car.
Hey, hang on, Michael, don't get so technical with me. The metal of the car, yeah? Can you be more specific? What bit of the metal of the car?
The metal bit.
So at no point in the 2 weeks you were driving and there was only one way to go, which was a sharp right.
I wouldn't have been there because I've pre-planned my journey. It's very frustrating when you've got to be there and you realise the only way to get there is to go left, 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 and left again.
We all think as a team that not only is it a lie, it's a pretty bad lie. In fact, a lie that you should be ashamed of and you should leave the show immediately. It's just over there on your right. You might have to go through there, through there, through there.
Oh, no, I'm really upset! Well, how do you like this? It's true! Get over yourself!
I don't believe that. No way in the world you've had a car for 2 weeks that can't turn right. Do I look like a simpleton? Don't answer that. You cannot drive a car. You've been going around the
one-way system forever, you idiots.
You've got to understand the very truths they pick are the unlikely ones.
Right, it's my go. I used to live on the moon.
Do you consider that to be equally unlikely?
Yes, I do.
Well, you're an idiot.
No.
No one has ever lived on the moon.
No one has ever.
Cars have been damaged. It's so good.
lying.
They put it on television.
I don't believe it.
There we are. It is true, Michael did drive a car that could only turn left for a whole 2 weeks. It would have been less, but unfortunately the AA sent out a van that could only turn right. When it was eventually diagnosed, it turned out the problem was caused by the nut holding the steering wheel. Which infuriating buzzing means at the end of tonight's programme, a glance at the scores reveals that there is no scoring, as this is a compilation show. So instead, I'll leave you with the results of a recent study that all of us lie at least twice a day, although the frequency apparently increases if you're a man on a speed date who's just noticed he's still wearing his wedding ring. Good night.